Supreme Court of Tennessee is now in session. The Honorable Roger Page presiding. God save the United States of America, the state of Tennessee, and this honorable court.
Thank you, Mr. Hibner. Good afternoon to most of you, and good morning to a few of you, I suppose. To you admittees, I am truly honored and pleased to participate with you and your families on this happy day. I know that a lot of hard work has gone into your years in law school and your bar preparation, especially in these trying times. Please take a moment to reflect on the persons who have helped you get here. None of us can achieve these accomplishments by ourselves. As a member of the Tennessee Supreme Court, I am now ordering you to email, text, or I would prefer that you make a telephone call to let your family, friends, professors, and anyone else who helped you achieve this great accomplishment today, to let them know how much you appreciate them. Not right now, but soon. Please make that telephone call. The word I think of when I think of this group is perseverance. Most of you had to finish your last courses in law school online. You navigated the uncertainty of the bar examination, where it was going to be taken, whether it was going to be in person or online. You eventually ended up taking it online in October, and yet you persevered, and all of you are being sworn in as new attorneys today. A law license is a privilege. It gives you a means to make a living, but with it comes many obligations to serve the less fortunate than yourselves. You have a duty to accept pro bono clients and support access to justice. After you become licensed, please contact your nearest legal services organization and have your name put on the list to accept pro bono cases. You can serve in other ways. We need more lawyers in state and federal positions. Don't forget your local positions. Many lawyers have done great service on school boards, city councils, county commissions, and other things. And don't be afraid of running for office. And certainly don't be afraid of running for office and losing. If you looked at the history of the members of our Tennessee Supreme Court, at least the 5 current members, you will find that some of us have run for the state legislature and lost. Some of us have run for judgeships and lost. Some of us have applied for judicial positions and were not selected. So never stop trying in your personal life or in your professional life. Always maintain your integrity. Once you lose your integrity with a court or with other attorneys, it is almost impossible to regain it. In the practice of your profession, be kind, respectful, and civil to other attorneys, your clients, and other clients. The present Tennessee Supreme Court in September of 2019 added civility to this oath that you're about to take today because we wanted to emphasize that concept. In just a moment, Ms. Michelle Greenway Sellers is going to talk to you about the Tennessee Bar Association and other opportunities for you to serve. I was honored to swear her in June of this past year to be president of the TBA. And she will talk to you a little bit more about that, but I just want to tell you that please join the TBA Young Lawyers Division, your local bar associations. You will receive a lot more from those groups than you ever give. Now, Ms. Sellers has been an attorney in Jackson, and I was a circuit judge here in Jackson for many years. I've seen her in court. She's an excellent attorney, and she will have some good words of advice for you. Ms. Michelle Greenway Sellers, you may speak to the group now.
Thank you, Justice Page. I appreciate the opportunity to be here and to make a few remarks today. My name is Michelle Greenway Sellers. I'm the president of the Tennessee Bar Association, and this is perhaps the very best part of my job, to join you in celebration today, to congratulate you on your accomplishments, and to welcome you to the practice of law in the state of Tennessee. My favorite part of today is that everybody leaves today with a smile on their face. This is truly a great day. I know that many of you have friends and family who have been instrumental in this journey, and I will echo what Justice Page has just said to you. I would encourage you to thank them for the sacrifices they made to make this day possible. And on behalf of the bar, I want to thank them for their sacrifices that made this day possible for you. This journey has been different for everyone here today. especially for you all who, as Justice Page pointed out, finished your last semester online and are taking this oath today virtually. What called you to law school, what motivated you to do the work, to sit for the bar is unique to everyone here. While our differences will bring strength to the profession, we share an enduring loyalty to the core principles which define who we are in the profession: civility, respect for the rule of law, and an agreement to hold ourselves to higher standards for the benefit of the public. The practice of law can be difficult, but it can be very rewarding. You are entering the profession at a time of change. There will be opportunities for your leadership and your guidance, and I strongly encourage you to embrace those opportunities, help shape the future of our profession. I echo Justice Page's sentiments. I encourage you to join the Tennessee Bar Association Young Lawyers Division. I encourage you to join the bar associations that are in your local areas. You will gain friends in those bar associations that will last throughout your careers. Those friendships that you gain will help you through your day-to-day work. They will help you outside your work. And not only that, bar associations can help you with your pro bono activities. And I will tell you that Justice Page has mentioned about public service opportunities, and the Tennessee Bar Association has a public service academy that helps lawyers learn how to run for office. So if that's something you're interested in, you should look that up. Know that you are part of a legal family that stretches out across the state of Tennessee. We are a caring profession, and we stand ready to assist one another. We are proud of your accomplishments, and we look forward to you joining our ranks. Congratulations to each and every one of you. I'm honored to be here today with you. Thank you, Justice Page.
Thank you, Ms. Sellers. We're now ready to start with the admittees who have an individual sponsor, and I believe Judge Arnold Golden of the Tennessee Court of Appeals is going to be first.
Judge Golden, you can begin.
I guess I was muted. I'm sorry. May it please the court, I'm Arnold Golden. I'm a member of the Western Section of the Tennessee Court of Appeals, and it is my distinct pleasure to introduce to the court Peyton Carr, one of my judicial law clerks. Ms. Carr has been with us since August and has done outstanding work for our court under unusual circumstances. Ms. Carr is a summa cum laude graduate of the University of Tennessee. And between undergraduate and law school, Ms. Carr worked as a legal assistant for the Tennessee Board of Professional Responsibility. After 2 years at the board, she decided to go to law school and graduated with honors from the University of Tennessee College of Law and served as a research editor on the Tennessee Law Review. She has successfully completed all of the requirements to practice law before this bar, and I therefore move for Ms. Carr's admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
Thank you, Judge Golden. I am honored to grant your motion. Ms. Carr, congratulations on your clerkship and welcome to the practice of law in Tennessee.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Judge Pham, I believe you're going to be next.
May it please the court. I'm Tu Pham, a member of the Memphis Bar, and have the honor of serving as Chief Magistrate Judge for the U.S. District Court for the Western District of Tennessee. It is my privilege to present my law clerk, Peter Rathmel, for admission to the bar. Peter grew up in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and went to college at Washington and Lee University in Virginia. He majored in journalism and minored in mathematics and played on the college's basketball team. He attended law school at Tulane University on an honor scholarship. He graduated with a near perfect GPA, summa cum laude, a member of the Order of the Court, and was a member of the Tulane Law Review, serving as notes editor. While on the Tulane Law Review, he authored not just one, but two student notes, both of which were published by the Law Review, and for which he won the award for Best Case Note, as well as the award for Best Comment for both of his published works. A exceptional accomplishment indeed. After his clerkship with me, Peter will be moving to Nashville to join the law firm of Bass, Berry & Sims. Peter has successfully completed all the requirements to practice law before this court. I therefore move for the admission of Peter Rathmel to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
Thank you, Judge Pham. I'm happy to grant that motion. Mr. Rathmel, congratulations on all your accomplishments and congratulations on your clerkship. I was honored to clerk for Judge Julia Gibbons in Memphis, my first year out of law school. So I tell people it's the best job I ever had. So congratulations to all of you who have clerkships. Good luck to you with your practice in Tennessee.
Thank you, Your Honor.
We will now go in alphabetical order with the admittees, starting with Mr. Burns and Mr. Spraggins, I think.
Good afternoon, Your Honor, and may it please the court. My name is John Spraggins, and I'm a member of the Nashville Bar. It's my great privilege to be here today to introduce Stacia Burns, who is a graduate of the Belmont University School of Law, where she was the articles and notes editor of the Belmont Law Review. Ms. Burns has a varied and diverse background. She hails from Queensbury, New York, and has wisely made the move down to Nashville, partly due to her many talents in music and her interest in the music industry. I'm very fortunate that she's chosen to join my law firm, Spraggins Law, where she'll join me in the representation of plaintiffs in civil litigation and complex class action litigation. Ms. Burns has completed successfully all the requirements to practice law before this bar. I might add she showed more grace and poise under the circumstances of 2020 than I think I would have if that had happened to me during my bar year. So it's my great pleasure today to move for Stacia Burns' admission to practice law before this court and all the courts of the state of Tennessee.
Thank you, Mr. Spraggins. I'm honored to grant that motion. Ms. Burns, congratulations to you and everyone else who've shown such grace under pressure with our pandemic the last year. Congratulations on your being admitted to practice law here in Tennessee. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I think Mr. Davenport is up next with Ms. Kavanaugh.
Yes, thank you, Justice Page. May it please the court, my name is Julia Kavanaugh, and I'm a member of the Memphis Bar. It's my great pleasure today to introduce to you Jared Davenport. Jared is a graduate of the University of Memphis School of Law. He clerked with my firm after his second year back in 2019, I guess. And we were so excited to have Jared that he's back with us this fall. He, like I'm sure everybody here, has shown amazing ability to cope with these very unusual circumstances. Has been doing a great job. And he's a member now of my law firm, Hall Booth Smith. Mr. Davenport has successfully completed all the requirements to practice before this bar, and I therefore move that Mr. Davenport be admitted to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
Thank you, Ms. Kavanaugh. On behalf of the Supreme Court of Tennessee, I'm happy to grant that motion. Mr. Davenport, congratulations and welcome to the practice of law. Good luck to you.
Thanks, Your Honor.
Mr. Lewis, I believe you're next.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. May it please the court, I'm Larry Lewis. I am a deputy in the Attorney General's office and a member of the Nashville Bar. It is my high honor today to sponsor before the court Joseph Ronald Longenecker for admission to the bar of this court. Mr. Longenecker grew up in the storied fields of Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, but he went to undergraduate school at the University of Chicago and then stayed in that area to get a degree in theology from Wheaton College. After that, Mr. Longenecker went back east and received his law degree last spring from Harvard Law School. Mr. Longenecker clerked for our office during the summer of 2019 and did an outstanding job in two different divisions. And so we were delighted when he decided to permanently relocate to Tennessee and practice in the tax division of the Attorney General's office. He has met all of the qualifications for admission to the bar of this court, and I respectfully move that he be so admitted. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lewis. I'm happy to grant that motion. Mr. Longenecker, welcome to the practice of law in Tennessee and good luck in the AG's office. I worked there for several years myself.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I believe Mr. Pan is up next.
May it please the court, my name is Dale Evans. I'm an assistant district attorney in the 21st Judicial District. Today, it's my honor to introduce Mr. Michael Pan, a graduate of Lipscomb University and more recently, a graduate of the Belmont University College of Law. Mr. Pan has successfully completed all the requirements to practice for this bar and is a man of both upstanding and good moral character. I therefore move for Mr. Pan's admission before this court and all the courts of the great state of Tennessee.
Thank you, General Evans. I am honored to grant that motion. Mr. Pan, congratulations to you today and welcome to the practice of law in Tennessee.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, I believe that completes the admittees with individual sponsors. So Ms. Greenway Sellers, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. May it please the court, I'm Michelle Greenway Sellers. I'm a member of the Tennessee Bar, and I would like to introduce Mr. Reese Bowen Tanton. He is a graduate of Wake Forest University and the University of Tennessee College of Law. He will be associated with Dollar General Corporation. He has successfully completed all the requirements to practice law before this bar. I therefore move for his admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
Thank you, Ms. Sellers. I'm pleased to grant that motion. Congratulations, Mr. Bowen Tanton. We welcome you to the practice of law in Tennessee. Good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I would like to introduce Eric Brokaw. Mr. Brokaw is a graduate of Vanderbilt and Duke Law School. He will be associated with Waller, Lanzin, Dortch, and Davis. He has successfully completed all the requirements to practice law before this bar. I therefore move for Eric Brokaw's admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
I'm pleased to grant that motion, Ms. Sellers. Mr. Brokaw, congratulations and enjoy your practice in Nashville. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'd like to introduce Nicole Evans. She is a graduate of the University of Oklahoma and St. Mary's University School of Law. Her honors include graduation cum laude. She has successfully completed all the requirements to practice law before this bar. I therefore move for Nicole Evans' admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
Happy to grant that motion. Ms. Evans, congratulations to you and welcome to the practice of law.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'd like to introduce Kevin Frances. He is a graduate of Villanova University and Notre Dame Law School. He will be associated with Bulso PLC. He has successfully completed all the requirements to practice law before this bar. I therefore move for his admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
We're pleased to grant that motion. Thank you, Ms. Sellers. Mr. Frances, congratulations and welcome to the practice of law in Tennessee. As a baseball fan, I appreciate your background. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I would like to introduce Lydia Givens. She is a graduate of Clemson University and Charleston School of Law. She has successfully completed all the requirements to practice law before this bar. I therefore move for Lydia Givens' admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
That motion will be granted. It's a pleasure to do so. Ms. Givens, congratulations. Welcome to the practice of law. Good luck to you.
I would like to introduce Amy Houchin. She is a graduate of Emory University and Wake Forest University School of Law. Her honors include Pro Bono Honor Society. She has successfully completed all the requirements to practice law before this bar. I therefore move for Amy Houchins admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
I'm happy to grant your motion, Ms. Sellers. Ms. Houchin, congratulations to you. Congratulations to all of you on your many accomplishments, and good luck to you in the practice of law. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I would like to introduce Marina Kirtland. She's a graduate of Morehead State University and the University of Kentucky J. David Rosenberg College of Law. Her honors include graduation, magna cum laude, American College of Bankruptcy's Sixth Circuit Distinguished Bankruptcy Law Student. She will be associated with Waller, Lansden, Dortch, and Davis, LLP. She has successfully completed all the requirements to practice law before this bar. I therefore move for Marina Kirtland's admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
Ms. Sellers, your motion will be granted. Ms. Kirtland, welcome to Tennessee, to the practice of law here. Congratulations to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I would like to introduce Madeline Leonard Pfeiffer. She is a graduate of Lee University and the University of Tennessee College of Law. Her honors include graduation, summa cum laude. She will be associated with Hush Blackwell, LLP. She has successfully completed all the requirements to practice law before this bar. I therefore move for her admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
I'm very happy to grant that motion. Ms. Leonard Pfeiffer, congratulations to you and welcome to the practice of law. We're glad to have you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I would like to introduce Karen Lott. She is a graduate of Mississippi University for Women and the University of Mississippi School of Law. Her honors include graduation summa cum laude. She will be associated with Baker Donaldson in Memphis. She has successfully completed all the requirements to practice law before this bar. I therefore move for Karen Lott's admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
That motion will be granted. Ms. Lott, congratulations. We appreciate you locating to West Tennessee, and good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I would like to introduce Abigail Mitchell. She is a graduate of Christian Brothers University and William and Mary Law School. Her honors include graduation magna cum laude. She will be associated with the United States Navy JAG Corps. She has successfully completed all the requirements to practice law before this bar. I therefore move for her admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
Thank you, Ms. Sellers. I'm happy to grant that motion. I guess it's good morning, Ms. Mitchell, to you, and congratulations to you and welcome to the practice of law.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'd like to introduce Mally Myers. She is a graduate of the University of Kentucky and the University of Kentucky College of Law. She graduated with honors, and she will be associated with Bass, Berry, and Sims in Nashville. She has successfully completed all the requirements to practice law before this bar. I therefore move for her admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
We are happy to grant that motion on behalf of the court. Ms. Myers, congratulations and welcome to the practice of law in Tennessee. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'd like to introduce Patrick Niblock. He is a graduate of the University of Memphis and the University of Memphis Cecil C. Humphreys School of Law. He has successfully completed all the requirements to practice law before this bar. I therefore move for his admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
Happy to grant that motion, Ms. Sellers. Mr. Niblock, congratulations and welcome to the practice of law. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'd like to introduce Rachel Parker. She's a graduate of Lipscomb University and the University of Alabama School of Law. Her honors include graduation cum laude. She will be associated with Waller, Lansden, Dortch, and Davis. She has successfully completed all the requirements to practice law before this bar. I therefore move for her admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
Thank you, Ms. Sellers. I'm pleased to grant that motion. Ms. Parker, congratulations and welcome to the practice of law in Tennessee. Good luck.
Your Honor.
I'd like to introduce Skylar Stone. Mr. Stone is a graduate of Cumberland University and the Nashville School of Law. He has successfully completed all the requirements to practice law before this bar. I therefore move for his admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
I am pleased to grant that motion. Mr. Stone, congratulations on being admitted to practice law in Tennessee. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'd like to introduce Catherine America Tabor. She is a graduate of Auburn University and the University of Alabama. She will be associated with Frost Brown Todd. She has successfully completed all the requirements to practice law before this bar. I therefore move for her admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
Thank you, Ms. Sellers. I'm happy to grant that motion. Ms. Tabor, congratulations to you. Enjoy your practice in Tennessee.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I would like to introduce Andrew Trauber. He is a graduate of Transylvania University and Belmont University College of Law. He has successfully completed all the requirements to practice law before this bar. I therefore move for Andrew Trauber's admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
That motion will be granted. Mr. Trauber, congratulations. Welcome to the practice of law. Good luck with you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I would like to introduce Justin Walker. He is a graduate of the University of Central Florida and Barry University School of Law. He has successfully completed all the requirements to practice law before this bar. I therefore move for Justin Walker's admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
I'm pleased to grant that motion. Mr. Walker, congratulations and welcome to the practice of law in Tennessee.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'd like to introduce Blake Walsh. She is a graduate of Belmont and Vanderbilt and the Indiana University Robert H. McKinney School of Law. Her honors include 3 Grammy Awards. She has successfully completed all the requirements to practice law before this bar. I therefore move for her admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
Thank you, Ms. Sellers. I'm pleased to grant that motion. Ms. Walsh, congratulations to you and welcome to the practice of law in Tennessee. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, that completes everyone's motions for admissions and the granting of those motions. Ms. Greenway Sellers, I appreciate your taking your time today to do this with us. I will point out that she has been doing this all day yesterday and will finish. She now has 8 sessions down and 2 more to go. Right, Ms. Sellers? Oh, you're muted now. Sorry. We're about to take our oath, and let me remind everyone to, as Mr. Hivner said, to unmute so we can all hear each other. So everybody's unmuted now. And as I said earlier, we added to this oath the word civility about 16 months ago, and the court cannot stress enough how much we support the civil to each other practice of law. Now, if you will all raise your right hands and repeat after me. I state your name.
Hi.
Hi.
Myers.
Do solemnly swear
You
solemnly
swear.
or affirm
Or affirm.
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will
That I will support the
Or
Constitution
the
of the United
Constitution of the United States.
and the Constitution of the State of Tennessee,
The Constitution of the State of Tennessee.
in the practice of my profession.
Practice of my
Profession.
I will conduct myself
I will conduct myself
Will conduct myself.
with honesty,
with honesty,
fairness,
Fairness.
integrity,
Integrity.
and civility,
and
civility.
Civility.
to the best of my skill and abilities.
to the best of my skill and abilities.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Help me God.
Congratulations. Let's all have a virtual round of applause. Thank you all and welcome to the practice of law. Mr. Hivner, I believe we're ready to adjourn court, aren't we?
Yes, Your Honor. Congratulations to everyone. This honorable court is now adjourned.